Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. Toss to the outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Buys a little time. He throws one to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Got it behind the line. It's LeBlanc. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped him getting the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes a catch. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Squirrel, timber. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This is a designed run. And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
On the double.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Ohio State 0.
Got it.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Lasso.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To the air, it's Sayin. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on 2nd and short. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The Gators will hustle to the line. Quarterback will keep it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Touchdown, Florida! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To throw, it's Sayin. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off. Bringing it back at the 30. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the Gators will move the sticks.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Still on his feet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Gators are in the hurry-up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets open down the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's best. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Buckeyes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They keep attacking through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Florida, 17.
Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, DeBosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
They're bringing heat. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Gets rid of it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Touchdown, Gators! What a catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 24, Ohio State 21.
Okay, ready?
Looking to move it through the air. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Getting some heat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Smashes through. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terrell. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's back to throw on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll just keep slinging it. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wide receiver shows motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the Gators are rolling down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Hands it off. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.